So, hello everyone. Welcome once again to the episode all about textiles. So, in today's episode, I have invited a dear friend from the textile industry who specializes in the field of knitting and knitwear fabrics. So, one of the sharpest and knowledgeable techno-commercial professional and vast knowledge of knitted fabrics. Formally educated in textile engineering from IIT Delhi and DKTE. So, he has gained a vast knowledge and experience within the textile value chain over the years. Worked across different geographies in the world, worked in India, China, Bangladesh, Egypt, and South Korea. So, over the years, after working for the industry, he started to go for his own entrepreneurial journey and started his own company. So, it's our pleasure, and we are delighted to introduce Mr. Ankush Kumble. Welcome, Ankush.
Hello, sir. Thank you very much for such a great introduction, and it's my pleasure to be on your podcast. And I really appreciate that you have started this podcast series, which is great initiative, especially for the textile industry, for sharing the knowledge, and it's a great platform. So
Right.
thanks for the invitation.
Yeah, right, Ankush. Actually, we started it basically to make sure that we are connected with the professionals within the industry and
Right.
we know exactly what is happening in different parts of the textile value chain in terms of knowledge and experience people are having, but we are not able to consolidate it in terms of interacting and sharing with the industry. So I thought that it would be a good platform to start with.
Absolutely, sir.
Yeah. So Ankush, to start with, I would ask you to explain about your entrepreneurial and professional journey over the years.
Okay. So, born and brought up in Isalkaranji, which is called as Manchester of Maharashtra. I would say, I will not say India, but Manchester of Maharashtra. And surrounded with the textile industry, and even within the family, we are having a textile setup of weaving setup. And So during school days itself, I have decided that I'll go into this textile field and join the family business. And this is how it all started during school days itself. So I did my formal education. I did graduation in textile from DKT, and then I did masters from IIT Delhi. I was gold medalist uh, from 2012 batch. And during that period, I got opportunity to work. I decided to work in some professional organizations to get some professional experience because I wanted to get our traditional family business out of traditional mindset and to make it as a professional company. So, with that thought process, I worked in a couple of companies. I was uh, working in China. I spent a couple of years in China. Then I moved to Bangladesh, and then again came back to India. And during those like 5, 6 years of professional journey, I got exposure for the knitted fabric, especially in China. I was taking care of fabric sourcing for Bangladesh market, and there I got exposure of knitted fabric. And Otherwise, in India, we are predominantly focused on woven fabrics. The Indian textile industry is focused on woven fabrics. But the kind of fabrics we used to handle from China, it was amazing to see all those kind of fabrics. And then after coming back to India, I met many Indian brands, local brands, even the international brands. And I found that there is good opportunity for the knitted fabrics, especially value-added knitted fabrics in India. But there are very limited players who are doing those kind of fabrics. So I thought there is good potential to work in this segment. So we decided to start this new venture, and we started this in 2019. It's been 4 years now, and currently we are supplying to most of the Indian brands in domestic segment, as well as we are supplying fabrics to garmenting. So this is a short summary of my journey so
Great.
far.
Great, Ankush, great. I know that how you have grown in the industry over the years because we have been in touch from last so many years. So
Right.
coming back uh, to uh, to my first question, actually, I just wanted to understand, as you are specialist, I would say you are a specialist in knitted fabrics, and
Not especially, but
so how do you look at the current situation in India in regards to the production
hmm,
capabilities and market dynamics?
hmm,
That would be the first
hmm,
part. And second
hmm,
part for our viewers, just to explain them, what are the categories or what are the end uses this knitted fabric is having in India today?
hmm,
And how do you see
hmm.
this consumption increasing in coming years?
Okay. So to answer your first question regarding production capabilities and market dynamics in India. So, regarding market dynamics, if you see, the trend is changing towards the knitted fabric. A lot of woven fabrics are getting converted to knitted fabrics because of there is huge demand for casual wear. That is the category which is becoming very popular now. Gone are those days where we used to go to office only with the formals. Now, smart casuals are very much fine because of this startup culture or overall the Indian mentality is changing. So that is one of the major factors because of which market dynamics, if you see earlier, woven fabric was contributing almost 60 to 70% of the total market. But now the share of knitted fabric and woven fabric is almost equal.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
I believe in coming years, knitted fabric would dominate the woven fabric. So that is what I feel in terms of market dynamics and especially in India. And then second thing regarding capabilities, yes, especially the important factor was COVID-19, which was the turning point for the knitwear segment, particularly in India, because of COVID-19 a lot of new categories emerged, uh, like comfort wear and some athleisure categories is popular now. So, because of COVID-19, these new categories emerged, and as the demand is increasing, the production capabilities are increasing in the same manner. But of course, a very long way to go because if we compare with the woven fabric manufacturing capability, we are far away in knitwear manufacturing capability. And now, if we see the knitting industry is evolving, or a lot of new production facilities are coming, but still there is huge gap for the processing facility for knitwear fabrics. So I think a lot of investment needs to be done in processing capability or processing infrastructure for knitwear fabrics. So this is what I feel regarding production capabilities and market dynamics. And coming to your second question, the different categories for this knitted fabric. So if we see historically, the knitted fabrics are mainly used for three products particularly. One is basic or t-shirts. Then second is for innerwear, both for men's and women's innerwear. And third is like leggings are very popular with the knitted fabric. So like if we see for like 7 8 years back, these were the regular categories in which knitted fabric was getting used. But as I have mentioned just now, so new categories emerged, especially the sportswear or athleisure category, which is driving huge demand for polyester and synthetic based materials. Then during this COVID period, because of the work from home culture, the new category emerged as the comfort wear. So
Yeah.
very comfortable to wear like with t-shirts and similar to nightwear category, but comfortable. And that because of that, the fibers like micromodal or tencel, those are getting popular in that category. And then sportswear. So if I have to list down, then first is classic or basic, which in which normally t-shirts are used or classic polos are used. Then second category is sportswear or athleisure. Then third category, I would say for kids wear, there is huge demand in kids wear because of the comfort of the knitted fabric. So kids wear is the third category. And then this yoga wear or comfort wear or night wear, that is one of the categories. And then the latest one in the trend is about the streetwear. So in streetwear, like oversized t-shirts are very popular now. You know those brands like
Yeah.
Barefoot or the Social, all these new startup brands.
Right.
So in this category, this streetwear is new category which has been emerged, which is different to the classic. It is t-shirt category, but different to the classic regular round neck t-shirt or polo t-shirt. So
Right.
these are the five six categories in which there is huge demand for the knitted fabrics.
Right. Right. So Ankush, I fully agree that post-COVID, the whole dynamics within textile value chain has changed, and
Right.
especially the consumers, consumer interest and consumer likings have drastically changed. And
Yes.
if we consider it in terms of apparels, I think knitted segment has evolved, like anything, there are a lot of categories because the comfort level which we now people started looking when they were in-house, bound in-house. So there were a lot of possibilities where people were looking at comfort as the main, criteria. So I think a lot of knitwear segments have evolved in this period after post-COVID, correct?